I'm Regina Wallace-Jones, Senior Vice President of Products and Engineering for Mindbody. Mindbody is a wellness software as a service company. We endeavor to connect the world with wellness and help the world build happier, healthier lives. We have a large B2B business and a growing consumer business. So I run a pretty robust mission at Mindbody. The first part of it is a services mission, which includes all of the things that all teams need to run incredible products. That's design, that's market research and product marketing and competitive intelligence. But I also have the product missions as well, two of them that I call the bookend missions. The first is the API mission, which is for large-scaled experiences for large partners and large customers. And the second is what I think of as the singleton experience, the solo experience, which we have just entered into this year and are endeavoring to support the 85% of the market that makes up wellness practitioners in this space. So when I think about the last 2 years, for me, because I'm dual careered, both a public servant and also a tech executive, I could experience the pandemic in very different ways than most people. And what I could see in my city was struggle, despair. I could see people falling off of cliffs. I could see parents who had to work but didn't have childcare, and all of the challenges associated with losing jobs and not being able to pay rent. And I could also see a really interesting dynamic that was happening in wellness. We had known for a while that wellness was really best represented by this huge solopreneur market, or the singletons who are really bringing wellness to the world on their own. And then we had traditionally served SMB, mid-market, and enterprise accounts that are a bit larger, but only account for about 15% of the wellness practitioners globally. And what we noticed at Mindbody is that some of the target market that we had really been serving was starting to shut their doors and shake workers loose, right? Workers that needed to still feed themselves and feed their families. We already knew that we didn't have good product fit for this particular part of the market, the solopreneur market. And we really felt like it was our responsibility to support our wellness practitioners at a time when the world was imploding a little bit. And so we hustled to try to create a product that was suitable for this market, and one that acknowledged that this part of the market was poised to grow in this pandemic and likely going forward. How did we build the solo product? You know, at the time, we didn't have the capacity. We had an aspiration, but we didn't have the people. And I remember landing in Pune and sending a message to Anand to say, Anand, I'm here, and I need to talk to you about some needs that we have at Mindbody. Anand, who was at that time the chairman of the board for Persistent, but when I first met him was the founding CEO of Persistent, responded within 15 minutes and he said, I can meet you tomorrow. And he was there. We talked about where we were vulnerable, what we needed, where we thought the partnership could best thrive. Anand talked to many others inside of the company, and within 2 weeks we had assembled a team that was ready to build. What I love about my relationship with Persistent is that it is a relationship of trust. It always has been. And Persistent consistently brings forward the right people with the right talent, the right technologies, and the right spirit of build for our aspirations. To me, when we're looking out on the market to find the kinds of partners that are really going to help us win, for me, Persistent is one of those partners now. It has always been one of those partners. And that partnership really, really worked. We were able to get that product into beta. In terms of outcomes, there's really 3 that we're driving towards. The first is to be much more inclusive of solopreneurs, period. The second is to be much more inclusive of BIPOC and other underrepresented leaders in wellness who tend to be more heavily present and represented in the solopreneur community. But the third is where we are making a choice. We're making a choice to grow, to be even more profitable, and to be even more expansive in the ways that we are making wellness available to the broader market. These are the things that we're really banking on as we bring our solo product forward for general availability. The future for Mindbody is incredibly bright. At the end of the day, we've been in this space for over 20 years, which means that we've got the best data, the best resources, and the best artillery to compete and win. For us, what that looks like is building out a platform that really serves the continuum of wellness practitioners. For us, that means really leveraging our data and insights to help make sure that we are not just driving platform usage, but driving digital insights, recommendations, and personalization that really matter both to our customers and to our consumer market. And for us, that means being choiceful and being inclusive as a business. For us, the partners that are going to help us accelerate towards that goal and win are the ones that we really, really lean into. Persistent is one of those partners. So as I look out as a product and engineering leader at Mindbody, there are some key things that we needed to solve when we brought the concept of solo forward. The first was we needed to be able to move fast. We were a globally distributed team. Part of us were here in the US, others were in India, others were all over the world. And we needed to be able to create collaboration spaces where we could huddle, make decisions, and move fast. Persistent was a great partner in that. The second was we had use cases and we had designs, but we needed to get deeper than that. And so the architects and the engineering teams that needed to bring life to our use cases and our design were supplied by Persistent, great partner in that. Then the third thing that we needed to do was leverage assets that we had, but also create new assets that we didn't have to bring the product forward. There was the big technology challenge because we are in a big microservices evolution here. So we had to both leverage services like identity that we had already created, but we needed Persistent to give us solutions for scheduling that we had not created. And so there we leveraged a low-code solution that helped us get to be MVP much faster. And we appreciated the fact that Persistent had already done the upfront work, the investigation to make a really splendid recommendation and to help us move fast towards getting our MVP done. That was the spirit of partnership. We tackled all of that, and then we migrated the product internally to the Mindbody team, and now we are supporting this product going forward. I guess my thought about the solo product overall is that, like all products, it's sort of like birthing something that's brand new, right? The struggle, the toil, the tears, the messy middle, all of the things that just come along with launching a product like this were completely present. But the benefit, the value of solving real problems for real people in response to a pandemic that we all experience is an exciting thing, right? It's just one of those things that gives life, gives product, gives purpose to the work that we're doing every day. We are so happy that we had great partners to work with us to bring this product forward, and really, really excited about what it is going to unlock for our solopreneurs in the market.